YouTube, what's good, y'all, man? It's your boy Justice coming at y'all with another YouTube read, another collective energy read. I hope this finds y'all at a clarifying time of your day. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes are so very appreciated. Let's go and get started. I got a message off the top. Whoever I'm tapping into, you've got some of your enemies, whatever, opposition, spiritual agents. You got people that were working against you in some way, shape, or form. A little puzzled, a little dumbfounded. I'm getting like there's something about. Let's go and get started. Ancestors, angels of the highest, the white light, please bestow upon me clear and concise channel messages for exactly what my collective needs to hear. Accompany with this energy, high priestess energy. There's something that you knew all along. There's some type of embodiment that you had all along. You're a cult stopper that some of these group people or some of these people that are connected to these groups did not understand. Clear abilities. Maybe this was not shown. Maybe you didn't show the tricks up your sleeve. I'm getting these messages. Nurture your gifts. You're very special. Maybe you had some type of arsenal, weapon in your arsenal that was not shown until it was needed to be shown. They teamed up to hijack what was divinely bestowed upon you in some way, shape, or form. This is some type of spiritual ambush, attack, group efforts to keep some type of, I'm getting like some type of system over your life for a specific group of people. I think that's a general message, though. There's like a continuation of spells in a group, multiple people involved with trying to do spell work over your life. In some cases, it's one person that does a multitude of systematic things, whether that's systematic, meaning routinely, and has been doing it for a long time. That's what I mean by systematic. Face your fears and go with the courageous result. Maybe this was the information that, no, I'm gonna wait on that. You have helped so many people through your mission already. However, I'm tapping into, upon you restoring your energy from whatever attacks you just encounter with whatever this devil energy, you may have been overthinking your own power before this point. There's something about shifts. There's something about changes in regards to people or people reviewing you or viewing you, whoever I'm tapping into. They could be viewing your awareness or something of that nature, your intelligence, or that weapon, so to speak, in your arsenal. It could be that intelligence, the intuition. Take a resonance. High Priestess energy just fell back out of my original deck, but that could be exactly the weapon that people fear. But that is exactly what they didn't foresee with you, or they underestimated. People are in regret for how they treated you. That is exactly what they didn't see you having or occupying. There's something that whoever I'm tapping into, usually I'm tapping into real spiritual agents, gurus of the divine. You're usually like the unassuming values of people. So it's probably that random person that you just commonly mistreat or you would think to laugh at or something like that, that really is with the shits, right? You are the prize and the blessing. And confirming what I'm saying, that unassuming factor, that not final boss. Final boss could be significant. Maybe you face like a head of maybe you're connected to somebody, whoever I'm tapping into, that could be a specified message. This is a general message. I'm getting confirmed on that. You could have took the head witch, or you could have took the head of a group. You could have took a cult leader. And usually the cult leaders don't send. Usually the cult leaders send the crash outs, right? And that's a message for somebody. So when you have a group of people that are watching you or in a systematic thing, that means there's a higher authority that's watching you. That is not ballsy enough to come at you directly. That is a message for somebody. Energy, vampires around you. You are starlight energy. So it's something about, I had a previous general message. I don't know which one I'm going to put out first, but it was about your light cannot be dimmed. So in this rate, this could be about some quality, extraordinary quality. Usually I'm tapping into my divine collective. Y'all usually blessed, favored, healing, or you have some nurturing value of yourself that is worth targeting. Of course, right? And so this was systematically targeted to be dimmed because you're meant to do something else with it. You're meant to impact something with this energy, which means your auric field is meant to bring rainbows and sunshines in people's days, which means whatever was sent to distort that or did not understand that mission you had with the Most High God is going to be correlated back into their realities. What I'm saying is, if people knew better, they would have probably done better by whoever I'm tapping into. You're very beautiful, very handsome. This could be beauty spells, maybe significant. Page of Pentacles energy, like trying to mess with your like skin or anything like that. I was going through that for so long. Like in my late teenage years, I was going through so many of that. Just swap spells with people in my family, friends. It's just like, it's nasty to think about, but when you're aware of it, it gives you so much clarity in the clearance to clear the energy. So I could be providing the same thing for somebody that I'm tapping into. Gossip behind the scenes. It's going to be people that talked about you a whole funny way, but they occupying your energy to go talk to them about it. That could be a specific message about somebody, or somebody that's doing energy work over you to get gain or benefit off of you, but it's going to other people in this different disposition with a different storyline. Wheel of Fortune, something's changing in these narratives that are now being seen in a different way. Whoever I'm tapping into, maybe it's something about you that is positive. Maybe something about you emanates wealth or strength or positive abundance in some way, shape, or form, that you had people trying to corrupt that imagery or corrupt how that came off. Maybe people that were close to you that were in these type of group dynamics. Use your third eye and intuition for your next decision. There's something about you intuitively being very sound. You being intuitively sound breaks the whole mold. It breaks the whole looping. I had a reading like this before. People want a destiny swap with you. As I'm literally speaking of it right now, somebody's trying to swap destinies with me right now as I speak. Somebody's trying to swap sacral energies right now as I speak. It's my family member, and I can highlight it and I can see it. Shout out to you, though. Magician energy will be handled after this reading. You are not what they thought. Magician energy. There's something about your cultivation of energy that I'm not letting that stop my flow. I can feel the energy. But this should be showing somebody as well. It's about focus and it's about detachment. When you can detach from something, it minimalizes the amount of a power that it holds over your reality. Which means if I gave attachment to that and I started using it and victimizing myself for a video, it would have really validated whatever was just sent at me. So that's a message for somebody, and that's why that was let happen. Because usually in readings, I don't, as I'm still getting it, they don't allow things to be like, nothing really touches me during my readings. But like sex magic may be significant. Like I said, somebody was trying to swap with my sexual energy. That could be an on-point message for somebody. Playing robbery is literally, you can't make this shit up. I just had this moment in a previous read. I'm going to put them both out today, though. They're fake, cut it off. People try to sacrifice you for this energy, or the people that did that try to cast you against a group or try to sell you. That's also an experience. That's also something that's a confirmation for somebody. It's also something that happens in the dark realms, in the dark underworld things. They sell you. Things like that. That's how human trafficking, things like that get considered. You see what's happening to my throat. People are in awe and are shocked by you. So it's maybe the information. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you know stuff that you're not supposed to know. Maybe you see through a veil that is supposed to be put over your eyes. Like, shut up and go back to sleep. Maybe that Ten of Swords failed. Maybe that defeat failed. Maybe these people are starting to feel defeated because of that law of transparency that corresponds to the space that it gives for the spiritual realm to now reflect spiritual law. Yeah, physical law and the physical law, the government, fuck all of them, right? They all work together. And we're just going to throw that out there. Police officers, most of them, half of the fucking police force is protected by occult measures. They need to be, right? And that's a message for somebody. Don't think that you can run to the, you know what I mean? In a lot of cases, you can't run to experiences of the feds about something that you're going through spiritually. A lot of them niggas know exactly what that is. You're shifting timelines rapidly. So it's something that you're shifting past in regards to these associations with these orders that are now crumbling more by the day. And what that comes with is crumbling. These people that come down with the crumbling are needing to latch onto life force. They need energy. And so in the presiding of the situation that I just gave to you guys, and I was being transparent about what was happening in the real moment, right? It just got put down because I highlighted it. I got spiritual protection, right? I don't feel it anymore just because I highlighted it. But that awareness is proving myself what I'm telling you and how it literally creates the disposition, the discontinuance of that energy being sent at me and affecting me the same way based on how I connotate how that energy is affecting me. That's a message for somebody. New experiences are opening up for you. I'm glad for that. I'm so glad for that. I use that as a perfect example. New experiences are opening up for you. Whoever I'm tapping into, shifts are happening. Like I was talking about, Hierophant energy. So maybe this shift is in regards to you easier stepping into your authority without feeling as attacked. Maybe you're feeling a little more hopeful in your power without feeling apprehensive. I was talking about apprehension in my first read. And there's something about apprehension that people needed you to have or feel in regards to your own light. That's what I was talking about in the previous read. But this is the same kind of theory or the same message for the connotation that they needed you to be in the same disposition so they can keep harvesting and doing energy work onto you. As you illuminate this with the sun energy, or you get past it or ascend past it or heal past it or empower yourself past it to a point that you cannot be touched by these things. The sunlight is the bane of some of these dark ass, witch ass people's existence. Literally. Others that try to block God's plan for you will get their karma. Like I said, I'm speaking to a lot of divine beings with a contract with source. Whether that's a contract with your lineage to reshape something, or that's a contract with that friend group, that person that you came across. Whether that's just that contract that you don't recognize as a contract, but it's a call. It's a call. You're going to answer it. And that's what that is, right? You're here to awaken many souls in this lifetime. And that's what it is, right? You speak the truth, you're protected by the truth. Because ain't no liar gonna get his truth put into truth. Because what does a liar do? It's contradictory, isn't it? Right? It's a message for somebody. Like, what does a liar do? What is his truth? What can they do? What is that truth going to signify as the light is shining? What is that going to signify? They tried to form smear campaigns and groups, but still weren't successful. Like I said, snake energy is lying. Some type of misinterpretation of information is what swindled either groups of people or multiple people to join in whatever smearing campaign, sabotage campaign, death campaign, sacrifice campaign, whatever. Because people did not read the fine print. That's a strong message. People are a little shocked. They're a little, shell shocked is kind of what I'm channeling it. You're in alignment with your desires because you are who you say you are, or your spiritual team is who they say they are. A lot of people that I'm tapping into are not aware of who they really are deep down. And these experiences are happening because you're going to learn who you are, because it's activating who you are, because it's activating who you know to be, because it's transitioning you from a state of illusion. It's disillusioning you. And that's why the sun is shining so bright. Forgiveness is your key to energy flow and ultimate peace, not conflict, not combating people that need you to combat their energies. I'm going to tell you that too. That's the next key to the whole, the next key to the page of gaslighting witchcraft. You need to bend into their conflict and their calamity to even give them the energetic gratification that's real, right? Besides that, all it will do is bounce back to the people's mental health issues, because that's what that is. Right? When somebody's not shooting at somebody and somebody's systematically, oh, I'm going to do this to you, or I'm connected to this, so I'm going to get us together and we're going to do this because I know how to do it. Not knowing that you're a whole spiritual guru, not knowing that you're a whole earth angel, not knowing that you with the divine, not knowing that you got a real contract. Source speaks through you, whoever I'm tapping into. You may be just like me. Like I don't know if it was, yeah, you may be just like me, speaking your truth. You may speak the fuck up, right? And I got that in the previous read. That's what I was going to say, but I didn't remember. But it's not you. It's your approach to viewing the situation. Real passion in this energy. Things are shifting, man. A lot of people that get power off of deriving the energy of those that authentically have general power that are not abusing it are going to get abused in correlation to the abuse that they think that they're abusing the ones that are actually authentically in power. If this is making sense to somebody, the law of correspondence comes from your awareness that gives connotation to what is powerful and what is not. And that's my message. You're going through a spiritual initiation, right? So there's something about these people that are having to introspect, and they're also going through a spiritual initiation because maybe these people are powerful. Like I said, maybe these are people that are powerful, high-rank witches, warlocks, or maybe they wouldn't consider themselves as witch, but sorcerers. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, what the Bible used to say in the Old Testament was about, I used to get that at the beginning of this channel. I want to address that too. Sorcery. Because they consider what I'm doing to be sorcery. But I'm going to say this. In this day and age, what has had to combat the darkness is the light kind of combating and mirroring back what these people have been doing for centuries of time to gain access to a population of people's energy. So yes, maybe I am kind of doing that like a white witch, right? Maybe I am cultivating energy. Maybe I am tapping into a lot of different things. And that may be what's presided for this day and age that people are trying to read off of that came from 5,000 years ago. It's beautiful wisdom. Yes, it always is timeless wisdom. But in this day and age, people have evolved to that point where they can use their darkness and suck off your energy based off of that, you thinking from a 5,000 years ago type of timeline. And what I'm saying is these things are shifting. Revolution is here. We are not here for the old confinements. People are confining themselves. The new is not confining. The transition, the future is not confining. It's scary to people because we don't know what's going to happen, but it's not confining. That's a message for somebody. With the lover's energy, there's something about self-love that people needed to ostracize you against in order to, so basically take you out of character and make you not love yourself, make you not appreciate yourself, whether that's bullying you for certain things that you felt insecure about, or maybe that was certain experiences that you went through to make you have a certain sense of self-hatred, not making you hate yourself. They didn't want that. That's not what it was. But using experiences, things against you to make you weaponize against yourself. That's the point of witchcraft. Witchcraft is mental. It's mental energy. That's why the power of how witchcraft manifests is based off the mental energy you give to validate it. That's why I'm affirming it to somebody. You may have grown up like the prophet Joseph. Like I said, Joseph was growing up into a family division that it was very aware of his gifts, very aware of who he was, very aware of what it was that he had in difference to them. It's not that they said he was this, he was set up. No, they hated it. They ostracized everything that he did until selling him out, right? And there's something about the prophetic dreams that I didn't go into because I read a little more about that story. He did have prophetic dreams because I had only known the story based on the association of how I knew the story, right? So I didn't read it for my own self in that specific story, but I did. And so that kind of prophetic dreams that he was getting and the envisionings, it's as if he knew it was going to happen and accepted the disposition of the ignorance of what was around him for what he knew was to come in the future, which was an example of how he set out in faith to walk his path forward, right? In regards to maybe he knew this was going to come. Maybe he didn't want this. Maybe he knew that wasn't fair. But he never looked at it like that. If you look at that story, he had a knowing of what was going to come based on the persecution he was having to endure. That was the tribulation for him. So King of Pentacles energy, that ended him in the King of Pentacles energy. If you notice by the time of the story, everybody was on their knees. Everybody was in so much regret for how they treated him because they didn't know he was special. They didn't know that. And that's the whole thing. They thought he was they thought a lot of different things based on his differences and his gifts, but they didn't think he was God ordained. People were on their knees, not laughing, on their knees praying to him by the end and begging for forgiveness. And that's the truth. Their cord to you is blocking your blessings. There's something about these type of entities that were trying to block your inheritance, block what God embodied or bestowed upon you to shine upon the world. I think I have a card that says that. You're ascending past situations on a general theme. This is a huge theme of somebody's life that I'm probably been addressing to the nail. Because a lot of these things, of course, I'm occupying these things, but I'm not occupying everything that these things are channeling. I'm generalizing it for a lot of different people. But I can definitely relate to the energy. And it brings out a passion in me. Because when you can come out of certain situations that people assimilated you into and you got out of it, spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, it's something that's refreshing about that. But more than anything, it doesn't feel like you gained anything. Like I'll say, when I get my power back and I get my energy back, I don't feel like I gained anything because it was my righteous energy. That's how you're supposed to feel when you get your energy back. And that's how you can tell when people are lusting after your energy, because they gain something off of it. And I think that's kind of the last message I'm going to put out. I'm going to put this one out immediately. I like the first one, but this one's more important, I feel like. If you need a person with me, hit up Shamika with a C and Shamika@gmail.com. All your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, so very appreciate it. I got a partnership with Outer Spirit going on if you need 20% off of any vibration-enhancing jewelry. I ain't going to sales pitch at nobody. Appreciate all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. It's your boy Justice. I'm sending my love and ashe. Peace out.